Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to my first lunar cycle insight video for each sign. These videos will move from lunar cycle to lunar cycle rather than flowing with the Gregorian calendar. As we know, the lunar cycles and the movement of the stars in the cosmos has much more effect on us than, you know, the man-made calendar that we follow in our day-to-day life. So this will flow from today, the 15th of May, the Taurus new moon and Uranus into Taurus, and we'll finish with the Gemini new moon on the 13th of June. So today is a huge cosmic shift for all of us as Uranus shifts from one section of our birth chart and into another, and this is a time when we can really feel the foreshadowing of the changes that will happen over the next 7-year cycle. So for you Sagittarius, Gemini, Uranus has been in your 5th house, and he has been awakening you to your individual creative potential for the past 7 years. He has been liberating you, helping you to find the fun, find the joy in life, to free yourself from old conditioning around what it means to enjoy pleasure, to enjoy fun, to enjoy romance in your life. So he's now going to shift into a house of the birth chart, which is a little bit more serious. He is going to move into the 6th house, the house of purification, of duty, responsibility, day-to-day routine and health and healing. So as he moves in here, Sagittarius, you being the freedom-loving sign that you are, may immediately begin to sense the restrictions that your day-to-day life is impeding upon you and seek to liberate yourself. Uranus is going to ask you to change those routines, to change those structures, to take the day-to-day small steps that will help you eventually move towards the freedom that you desire. So this is a time of being aware of what is constricting so you can change your life and free yourself from it. And this, because it's the Virgo house, may be a very slow and steady process where, you know, the small details have to be attended to before you can truly feel that sense of liberation. This is also the house of work, not so much related to career and vocation, which is more the 10th house, but this is the house of the work and the service that we offer to the world. So you can expect to perhaps have some changes in your work life. Perhaps you feel the need to change and leave your job and to find something that is more in alignment with your own personal truth. This is the house of healing, of holistics, and Uranus is the pioneer, the bringer of inspiration, the bringer of new information and wisdom. You know, he is that 5th dimensional energy that we are moving towards as a collective. So him transiting here, for those of you who are on a healing pathway, a teaching pathway, you know, Sagittarius, you're the natural teacher of the zodiac. Uranus can awaken you to new ways of working, to new ways of healing, to new ways of serving yourself and serving the community. So be open to new technologies, and new expressions of healing, new modalities, new ways of teaching and learning and sharing your healing gifts. You also find that there's a focus on your own health. You might want to revitalize or realign your own health routine. You know, you might get a sudden shock that makes you realize you need to change your attitude towards your body. So there may be a need to detox, a need to purge, and, you know, awaken to the truth that if we take care of our body, you know, it will take care of us. So you can set your intentions around these areas at this new moon. Plant the seeds of the revolutionary energy that you wish to call forth in these areas of your life, Sagittarius. So as the month progresses, we get to experience the blessings of Jupiter and Neptune as they come into harmonious trine, and they've been close together, you know, close to alignment all month, but it is around the 25th of May that they make their first exact, their second exact alignment of this cycle. So you have Jupiter in your 12th house, where he has been since late October last year, and he has been, you know, calling you in Scorpio, the sign of the alchemist, to really see and heal your own self-sabotaging belief patterns, your own karmic patterns. So this could be a time when you are experiencing healing on a multi-dimensional level, so not just dealing with the patterns of this lifetime, but of previous lifetimes too. And Scorpio, of course, likes to dig deep and uncover the truth. So this is a very spiritual, illuminating energy that you're working with. And he's going to align with Neptune in the 4th house. And this is, you know, the house of the past, the house of nostalgia, the house of home and family. And towards the end of the month, Venus is also going to align with Jupiter and Neptune in Cancer in your 8th house. So this is a time of profound psychological healing, of clearing out fears, of clearing out negative beliefs and imprints around your sexual relationships, around intimacy, around desire, perhaps clearing away beliefs not only from your past lives but from your family lineage in this lifetime as well. So this opens up a portal, like a triangular trine shape of deep soul healing energy. This is a time where you can really call back the lost fragments of yourself and begin to integrate them. And this is a time of great sensitivity and spiritual receptivity too. So just be aware of the blessings that are pouring in for you at this time, Sagittarius, and be willing to go deep, be willing to heal, be willing to sit still for a minute. I know it's hard for you, but just be willing to open up to allow that to flow into your life. So then we're going to move on, you know, towards the end of the month, the 29th, we're going to have a full moon in your sign, opposed by the Gemini sun in your 7th house of relationship, and Mercury is also going to be in this 7th house. So it's for you highlighting that axis between self and other. So this is where our relationships, and if we are expressing our authentic, true self in them, can come up to the forefront. If we have been hiding our truth, if we've been hiding who we truly are, and you know, trying to please the other person or the other people, then this is a time where that can come to the light for healing as well. And this is a time when we can have to face our shadow beliefs around relationship, particularly with Venus in the 8th and so many planets moving through your 7th. You know, these are the houses where we really meet relationship as a mirror. So whatever is rising in your relationships at this time is a reflection of something that you need to look at in your own life. And this moon can also bring culmination to any issues that have been hindering you on your pathway forward at this time. It can really bring a lot of clarity, a lot of insight as to where you are in your life and illuminate the pathway forward. Of course, your sign, Sagittarius, is the truth seeker, so we're always, when your sign is highlighted, looking, searching for truth, looking to align ourselves with what is truly important to us. And of course, it can be a time of an inpouring of great spiritual knowledge and expansion of the mind as well for you. So this could be a beautiful energy for you to work with, but just bear in mind that there may be some relationship work coming up around that time for you, Sagittarius. End this lunar cycle with a new moon in Gemini in that 7th house. So the emotional healing work that you've been doing can now pave the way for you to call forward those relationships in your life that will take you into the future. So this is a time for you to really think about the communications, the connections, the people that you do wish to draw into your life, and set those intentions. And that doesn't just have to be romantically. That can be, you know, on a business level. You know, with Gemini, we're looking at networking and friendships and groups of people as well. So if you're looking for a soul tribe, Sagittarius, this is the time to seed those intentions, and also to work on yourself and see what is inhibiting the flow of relationship in your life. And for those of you who are already in relationship, this can be a time to set intentions around healing any disharmony, around healing any discord. Mars is going to be in his shadow period throughout most of this lunar cycle. He's not going to turn retrograde until later on in June, but we can definitely see a foreshadowing of the issues that are going to arise around our Martian energy at this time. And Mars for you is going to be in your 3rd house, ruled over by Aquarius. So this really works with the relationship energy that I've been talking about, because this is the house of communication, the house of the throat chakra. So if there are any things that you have been holding in that you wish to speak out, this might be the time where you really feel the cosmic push to just share those thoughts and feelings. You know, maybe there's some repressed anger that you need to get off your chest, that you need to let out before your relationships can come back into balance, before you can feel better in your body and health-wise. Or, you know, perhaps it's to do with the work situation that may arise with Uranus shifting into your 6th house. But either way, there may be things that you need to speak. And you are cautioned, because Mars can be quite a volcanic energy. You're cautioned to do that with love and diplomacy as much as possible, Sagittarius, because we know that you are the truth seeker and the truth speaker. So just be, at this point, aware of the power of your words. Some of you may feel very fired up at this time to share your knowledge, to share your teachings with others as well. And again, just remember to share these things in a way that can be received by people, that is healing and harmonious. So just be aware of any of those throat chakra issues that arise, because there'll be something to be worked over during the summer months. And I picked a card for you, Sagittarius, from the Sacred Rebels Oracle cards, because we're working with Uranian energy, and there's no one more rebellious than him, not even you. So the card that I picked for you is to dream a beautiful dream. And I love this because this is a visual of the earth from outer space, and you are the sign of higher vision. You are the sign of shooting for the stars with our dreams and ambitions, the Archer. And that's saying to you, you know, don't give up on your dreams. If things seem challenging, if things seem chaotic at this time, if your relationships are demanding attention, if you can't seem to really find the truth of who you are and what you wish to offer the world throughout this incarnation, then allow yourself to dream, allow yourself to reach for the impossible. And of course, pay attention with this beautiful watery energy that's going on. Pay attention to your actual nighttime dreams as well, because they might have messages for you. And with that 12th house energy, there's a big psychic opening for you too. So just be aware and pay attention, Sagittarius. And thank you so much for listening to me. I hope that you found that interesting and beneficial. and I'm sending you so many new moon blessings.